Hello, I'm João Vitorino. I'm a physical oceanographer at Instituto Hidrografico in Portugal. I will present you here Virtual Lab 1, unlocking the potential for the integration of coastal ocean observations along Europe, which will be used during the Blue Cloud 2026 hackathon. This virtual lab is aimed to provide to researchers and other users a virtual research environment that could support users in the identification and access of available observations for the coastal ocean, in providing fair-oriented tools that allow the user to process, explore, integrate, and visualize this available data, and also in providing guidance in the exploration of the available data and of associated information. Virtual Lab 1 will take advantage of globally accepted ocean best practices and standards, and is also taking advantages of the expertise gathered by the ICOoE community in coastal ocean observations. The Virtual Lab 1 is offering 3 thematic services. Thematic Service 1, focusing transboundary processes and connectivity, is being developed by Instituto Hidrografico and ICOoE France. The Thematic Service 2, focusing extreme events, is also being developed by Instituto Hidrografico and ICOoE France. And Thematic Service 3, focusing on Ocean Glider, is being developed by SOCIEP in Spain. Here, I will concentrate on the Thematic Service 1 and Thematic Service 2. These 2 thematic services will provide demonstrators that will focus the Iberian margin area and that use data collected by the observation infrastructures that are operated by ICOoE partners in this area. You can see in this figure the global domain in which these 2 thematic services are concentrated and the different systems from which the observations are being used. Thematic Service 1, Transboundary Processes and Connectivity, is based on the recognition that there are several processes operating in the coastal ocean areas of Europe that are able to promote long-distance transport of water properties, contaminants, or biological species. These processes include, for example, poleward slope currents or upwelling jets and filaments that developed along this coast due to the predominant wind regimes. We are offering a demonstrator that is concentrated, is focusing on surface currents that are provided either by HF, so high frequency radar stations, so observations of surface currents, or from the NIMU model that is available from the Copernicus Marine Service, so results from a numerical model. We are exploring in this thematic service the subinertial variability, meaning that the observations are low-pass filtered to remove variability with periods lower than 36 hours. In this thematic service, the user can select the regional domain of interest, the time period of interest, and the available data sets of interest from a dashboard environment. Once the datasets are selected and the parameters of interest are selected, then the user the virtual lab will download these datasets to the virtual lab environment and pre-process these datasets if needed, and then the datasets can be used with a number of tools. We are providing exploration tools like basic statistics on the selected datasets, or integration tools like pathways for transport. So these capacities are being used during the hackathon to address Challenge 2, supporting early warning and response to accidents or natural events, and most particularly to find solutions to assess impact of invasive species on offshore aquaculture farms, or solutions to assess impacts of oil spills on marine protected areas and on the coast. The Thematic Service 2, focusing the extreme events, is based on the recognition that a number of extreme events like storms or heat waves can have a substantial impact on the overall coastal ocean area. For example, significantly affecting the coastal populations, the marine ecosystems along the global area, and also the economic activities that developed in these areas. We are providing demonstrators that will concentrate on the wave measurements, meteorological measurements, and surface currents that are obtained either from observation from fixed platforms offshore or by high-frequency radar stations, or from numerical model results provided by the NEMO models or by the wave models that are available from the Copernicus Marine System. In this demonstrator, we will concentrate on three specific periods of time that corresponds to three major storms that affected this area. One period corresponded to the storm Ophelia period of influence in October 2017. Second period corresponding to Storm Emma on March 2018, and a third period corresponding to Hurricane Leslie on October 2018. This thematic service too, so it will be used during the hackathon to address also challenge 2, supporting early warning and response to accidents or natural events, and more specifically to address or to find solutions to assess impacts of extreme events in offshore aquaculture farms. We are using, in this case, the tools that this thematic service provide, like the basic statistics, but also impacts on the bottom sedimentary cover or impacts on structures. Finally, just to identify the two elements that will be involved in supporting you. We have as a coach Vania Lima, my colleague here at Instituto Hidrografico, as a mentor myself, João Vitorino. So I will hope that we'll interact during the hackathon so that you can advance in the challenge and the different aspects addressed in this challenge. Thank you very much.